From cradle to confessional,
This is Messy Since Birth,
I'm Allie.
and I'm Amalia.
Hey, messy babies.
Hey, messy babies.
Hey, twin. How you doing?
I'm good. How you doing?
Well, I think we got the giggles, and I'm ready to get into it. So why don't you tell us your mess of the week,
My
please?
mess of the week is I am a regular at my local movie theater. And
Mm-hmm.
this is a revelation as we just chatted offline. And I'm like, I spend more time at the movie theater than I do anywhere else. Like, I frequent my movie theater and I have my routine. I I put my order in for my ticket and my snacks before I go. I walk in, I have my blanket because I take a blanket with me,
Okay.
and
Huh.
they're like, "Hey, good to see you again. Your bag's over there." "Thank you." And then I
Everything's in it,
go,
right, guys? Of
everything's I don't
course.
even have to double check because I know y'all got my kids' snack pack and my nachos. And then I go. Now this week, I went a little bit overboard and I did 2 movies. And they were like, "Bye. We'll see
Mm.
you next time." And I was like, "Actually, I'm going to see another movie."
No, you threw them for a loop when
I
you
did.
said I'm going to see another one. They
And
said,
they were like,
"Oh, she has
"Oh,
time today, you guys."
yay. What do you wanna see?" And I'm like, "Give me my I already have the ticket on my phone." Scan. Bitch, I'm
Wait.
geriatric. This is some old people shit.
No, but I'm still. You paid for a second ticket?
Girl, no, I had
That's
credits.
geriatric to me.
I had movie credits.
Regardless, you don't remember, maybe this was only me and my family, but, like, we would
Oh,
spend the day at the movie theater.
and
We go
just
see
go
one movie,
and sneak into the
then
next
go
one.
walk to another and you time it right. You know, you gotta call 411, find out when
Yeah.
this movie's playing, so that when that movie ends, you could yeah.
No, I did
Huh.
not because the way that this movie theater is split up is they like they see me leaving. So if I just walk to
Oh,
the
okay.
other side, they're gonna be like, "What are you doing going over there?" And
We know you.
the people who actually work there actually do seat checks, um, in the theater as well. So
Really?
yes, girl. Yeah. They come in and they stand at the bottom and they, like, look up to see, like, how many seats are filled in the theater. Yeah,
Mhm.
and that's their seat check. So I am a good Samaritan because I did not take advantage of sneaking into the movie, and I just used I had 2 movie credits and I used
Mm.
them. So
Okay. So
that's
you
my
went for
mess.
free.
Yeah, I'm a geriatric bitch.
I love it. I love being geriatric, especially at 11 a.m.
Yes, absolutely.
Fresh.
Absolutely. What's your
Okay,
mess of the
one
week?
last thing about
Oh,
the movies.
okay.
So I want to. You said you get the kid pack, so that comes with popcorn.
Yes.
Do you have a popcorn ritual?
I've realized that the butter on the movie theater popcorn starts to make my head hurt, so I don't do any I just do plain popcorn.
Oh,
It gives me a really bad headache.
I wonder, is it like the salt or is it because it's like coconut oil?
I don't know,
Hmm,
but it makes me feel really
that's so
sick.
sad.
I know.
We could never share popcorn.
No, and I don't wanna share popcorn because
Damn.
you're eating the
Okay,
popcorn and your
great.
spit-tipped fingers your spit-tipped fingers, you put your
Um,
yeah, so we don't have to share
I don't eat
popcorn.
my popcorn like that. But now that you mention it, I've seen some people the way they eat the popcorn.
Now,
I get
question
my own because I'm greedy.
right. Are you a 1 popcorn at a time, or are you like a handful? I am a 1.
1.
I'm a 1.
Sometimes if like, it's getting good, I'll do 3 at a time, never over 3. Never.
Yeah, I'm a
This man
1.
over here, though, disgusting. I how can you shovel popcorn? Just
You're not
make
at
it
this point,
and
you're not even tasting the flavor of the popcorn because 'cause you're just like, you need to, like, bite
and
and get a bit of the flavor from
right.
it. Yes.
And I told you I like going to the movies by myself, and so you sitting next to me doing all the
Ooh. Ooh.
I've gotta go.
It's it's messing with
I gotta
my misophonia.
go.
I
And
can't.
he has that, and I'm like, "How disrespectful. You
Oh
have misophonia
gosh.
and you're inputting the trauma onto me."
I can't. If you're chewing too loud
Yeah.
on the chips and see, I have misophonia, so I feel like when the movie starts and I'm sitting there eating my nachos, I feel like everybody even though I get a seat that's in a corner
Can
by
hear you.
myself, but I feel like everybody can hear
Oh,
me.
you're a corner seat girl?
Oh, yeah, I'm an end seat girl. Yeah, I take the very end.
Uh, Interesting. I'm a middle seat girl. Huh.
Now listen, if I had all the money in the world, it would be me in that end seat, and I would pay for that seat next to me because I don't want to sit next to anybody. I don't wanna sit next to
Right.
nobody. So
Right.
that's why I can't do the middle because I don't wanna sit next to y'all.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Wow. We're weird. I know there's others like us out there,
Yeah.
so
There's,
I
like,
hope.
diehard cinephiles out there. They go to the movies more than we do.
I want to be them. Hmm. Okay.
What's your mess of the week?
Um, my mess of the week is that we are literally in an episode of Black Mirror.
Mhm.
So after pickup, I was listening. Mind you, I listen to NPR all the time. Some people don't like to ride with me in the car because that's really all I listen to. But I like to be educated on everything. Anyway, I was listening to NPR and they were talking about something called a grief bot. Now, if you've watched Black Mirror, you know, there's that episode where the woman, her husband dies in that car accident and she's in mourning and she orders this android with the husband's likeness.
I hate that
So I
episode.
want y'all to understand that this is happening. This is happening. I just, I think my mess of the week is going to be humans, Homo sapiens, truly the only mammal that is going to self extinct its species. Like, what's going on here? And then they're like, oh, do you think it'll cause like psychological issues?
Yes.
Hello? They're like, oh, well, like I could use it for my child who loses their grandparent. Y'all, like, you don't understand how that's messed up. But then also, to get the information and the likeness, like, you have to upload things about yourself and, you know, certain personal things. And someone was like, oh, well, like, what's the data security on that? Okay, you thinking about data security? You lost the plot here.
Oh my
Why
gosh.
are we not talking about? Yeah. So we are literally about to be in an episode of Black Mirror. There's going to be so much psychosis in the next
Well,
10 to 15 years because of
I
grief bots. Y'all
I
think AI is
already
bad?
feel
These
like
women falling in love?
I already feel like so much of our lives is Black Mirror. So much.
Especially with this man in office saying that Gavin Newscomb is the president.
How you don't know how
God
to say the
willing.
man's name? How you don't know how to say the man's name? And this is your
No,
second time as a
why do you,
president.
why, right? Why, as the sitting president, you are convinced that the governor of California is the president? Why are you spreading people's medical records publicly?
Is
You
dementia in
know,
the room with us?
I will say
Because I
this.
believe that it is. Dementia. Reveal yourself.
And I said it back in 2020. I have never watched the news more just to get a giggle than when this man is in office. I mean, when he
I
talked
can't.
about shooting up your veins with bleach.
I can't.
Yeah, so, mm,
I can't.
man, that's the
It's
weakest humans,
he
really.
yeah. All right.
Okay, so before we get into things, I have some breaking news coming from Bravo. So it's been brought to my attention that The Real Housewives of Miami is going to be put on pause due to the yeah, because of alleged low ratings? Question mark?
Hmm.
Um, Bravo, I'm not really sure who you're pandering to, but you need to get it together quick because that demographic that is giving you these alleged low ratings is not making sense. And not for nothing, the way the world is, it seems like Bravo is canceling a lot of these ethnic shows. Just saying. Because,
What's
like,
Bravo's DEI initiative?
right, who was NBC Universal's parent company is what I want to know.
Mm,
Because this is so crazy. You are canceling Real Housewives of Miami, but you're greenlighting another season of this Real Housewives of New York reboot.
mm,
Hello?
mm.
Like, they canceled Candy in the Game for Southern Hospitality. I know a lot of people say, "Oh my god, it's so good. It's the best show on Bravo." Not on my watch.
Wow.
Like, you got a reboot of Vanderpump Rules, but you're putting Miami on pause again. You're
I
about to
wonder
re-up Jersey. Like,
low ratings confuses me because
doesn't make sense.
why are the
Does
ratings
not make
low?
sense.
Are you guys advertising this show like you advertise the rest of your shows? Why are we saying low ratings?
Well, and my other thing is, I don't know if they changed it, but Real Housewives of Miami only used to be on Peacock. So
Right.
I don't know if they changed it because we don't have cable anymore, and that's how I watch all my shows. So I'm like, is that what changed? And now they're using cable metrics? Because I don't know. And like
Use
they keep
use streaming
bringing back
metrics
Real
because
Housewives of Beverly
that's
Hills.
weird.
Right. Right. So, but they have yet to put Beverly Hills and Orange County on pause. The two shows that really need to be put on pause because they're bringing nothing.
Mm,
And we just got Stephanie's show Jai. Like, I mean, she was bringing a little bit. I'll give her that. Like,
she did.
I think she was a great addition to the cast.
She was.
But Bravo, I don't know what's going on. And who knows? Potomac may be put on pause because the way that Bravo is moving, they're not making any sense.
Man, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I'm just like, y'all gotta get it together quickly, expeditiously. Um, but we'll move on to another Bravo show, which is Summer House. One thing I will say, this is actually the only thing I have to say about Summer House. They're going to get it right when it comes to talking about race every single time. This is one of the only Bravo shows that I have ever seen where a black person or a person of color brings up their point of view and everyone shuts up and everyone allows that person of color or black person to speak, say how they feel, say how it's affecting them, and then the whole group comes together, and acknowledges that it's okay for them to feel like that. Even though like they may not understand it, they appreciate that they brought this issue up. The only Bravo show that I have ever seen this happen in. Usually, it's very defensive of like Like,
Yeah.
I'm not saying that they're racist or, like, being like, "Oh, well, I don't see color," or, like, "I don't that's not how I live."
I have black
So, they don't get it
friends.
right every single time. Right, and Dorit when she was like, "Oh, the people who work in my home are people of color." Okay.
Yikes.
So, you don't get it. No, this is what happened.
Oh,
And you
Lord.
see what I mean? Like, they were at a dinner, and they were talking about, you know, this is when Garcelle was the only black person, talking about her experience, and Dorit's like, "No, I totally get it." I can't even do her accent. She's like, "The people who work in my home, are multicultural and people of color. So your nanny and your chef are people of color, and"
Okay.
So, yeah,
And you're
Summer
bragging
House,
about that.
I
Okay. Okay,
yeah,
slave master.
right, right. Oh god. But y'all know I still like Dorit. So oh, okay, well, have you been on like, has Summer House Martha's Vineyard come up on your
Uh,
FYP?
okay, so I saw the whole discourse because Preston is a very loud presence on Twitter. And I
Mhm,
still use Twitter. Yes, I do. So I saw
mhm.
the original tweet and then I saw the video that you sent me. But if you want to explain it to everyone, go right ahead. Do you want me to find the
So,
tweet from
for
Preston?
those of you who don't know, yeah, and I can paraphrase. Essentially, he was like, "I don't know why y'all are so gagged that the 3
Yeah.
black people are on Summer House." Essentially, he was like,
He
"We
can.
y'all had that with Martha's Vineyard." And unfortunately, Preston, we did not have that with Martha's Vineyard because the casting sucked, and that's what it boils down to. The more I think about it, the casting sucked,
It
okay?
did.
Every I think I think that they could have a reboot if they do the following. Everybody in the house needs to be single. Everybody needs to be single.
Mhm.
The ages must be 28 to 35. It has to
Okay.
be 2 groups of friends who are acquaintances. So, like, 3 people know each other really well, and the other 3 people know each other really well, but all 6 of them know each other. And then out of those groups, they bring in, like, 1 person who no group knows. So there is a connection because on Martha's Vineyard, nobody knew Jasmine knew all these people and just put them all together.
Yeah. 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 And and out of all those people on that show, I could not stand Jasmine's husband.
Mhm.
Silas was his name. I couldn't
That's his
stand
name. That's
Amir.
his name.
Amir irritated the shit out of
Mhm.
me. Who else was there?
And that goes to my next point.
What's
Jordan
your next point?
sometimes.
Jordan. Which one is Jordan? The girl,
The one who was on yes.
the Playboy girl.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I couldn't yeah, she irritated me
Um,
too.
the light-skinned girl, just the whole cast. Sorry. Um,
Yeah.
I but
But I loved
another
Martha's
thing is
Vineyard. They
if
just
we
need
are
to
going to
reboot it with different people.
right. And also, we cannot have people who are coming onto this show or going into this share house to find their black side. That's for you and your therapist to get
Oh
together.
my
I can't
gosh.
give you history lessons and it irritates me. That's not my job. That was your
Oh
mom's job. Okay,
gosh, that pisses me
that was
off.
your mom's job to teach you about your black culture.
Yes.
And I don't want a history lesson. The history lesson should be the first 5 minutes of the show introducing everyone to why Martha's Vineyard is so important. After that, cut it out. Let's have fun.
Okay.
Like, what are
Agreed.
we doing here?
Agreed.
But yeah, Preston, I think the casting just sucked. Sorry. Y'all took yourself too seriously. Um, what else? Okay, let's just get to 90 Day Fiancé. I don't have much, but here we go with our favorite person. Uh, the concept of Gino juggling multiple women is crazy to me. The concept of grown women in their 40s fighting over Gino is crazy to me. A woman crying over Gino in general is crazy to me. And these are things that are happening on this stupid show because of Gino. Y'all know how I feel about that man. Can't stand him.
Lies. You're
So,
telling lies. No one
no.
is doing that. They're not doing that. They're not
Yeah.
doing that.
Yeah, Gino admits that. So, last episode, Natalie's friend was like, "Oh, like, are you talking to other women?" He was like, "Yeah, I am." So Natalie's like, "Oh, I don't wanna bring it up. I'm gonna wait for him to bring it up." Then they start talking, and she's like, "Are you gonna, you know, talk to other women while you talk to me?" And he was like, "Yeah." And she was in her feelings. And I'm watching and I'm like, "You you crying over Gino like that? What does Gino have?" I don't know. I
He must
think
got
that's my
good
main question,
he has good
but to get to that point, do you get what I mean? Like, but y eh, h how do you how do you even get to that point with him? Because disgust like
Yes. You and when you
ew. Also,
I don't get it. I don't understand how anybody could have
right,
feelings, true feelings for this man.
deep feelings, deep,
Emotional feelings. Y'all are sitting on the
like
Learning Channel crying over this man with a fake ponytail on the back of his head.
mhm.
Get it together. Stand up. Stand up.
No, stand up. And my thing is, I'm like, "You got kids, Natalie." And I'm not usually one of those one who's like, "Come on, girl, like, you're a mother," but, like, you're a mother. Your kids are going to see who you're crying over. How do you explain that? Like,
Ugh.
if I saw my mom crying over someone like Gino, I have a lot of things to unpack in therapy. Like, "What's going on, ma?"
That's weird.
Um, yeah. But mind you, this is all happening in an escape room in Washington, DC. And I said being in an escape room with Gino seems so anxiety inducing. Like you cannot get out of there until the time runs out, or you have to sit there and solve these riddles. Like being in a oh no, I don't want
Oh
that.
gosh,
Um,
no.
yeah, yeah. And Vanya, you know, I think she has a problem with limerence, even at her big age, because the way she falls for these men and falls hard, it's scary. And she even admitted it. She was like, "I fall, hard for these guys, and then at the end, it's kind of like I made it up all in my head." I said, Yeah, because."
Oh,
But
okay.
anyway, she forced this, um, South. He may be Pakistani or Indian. She forced him to be her man, so she got herself a boyfriend now. Tony's her boyfriend. I feel like he did this under duress. So I'm concerned about that, but this show's so damn stupid.
Ghetto.
But anyway, y'all know I will it is ghetto. That's the so ghetto. Um, so we'll check back next week and see what's going on with these crazies.
All right. So I watched 25 minutes of the Love is Blind reunion. And that was all I needed to see to know that I was not going to be able to
Mm.
continue. Um, they started the reunion off with Vic and Christine, which is the interracial couple who I wish that we got to see more of their story play out.
Mhm.
And honestly, we all know that I'm a sap when it comes to this love shit. They asked Vic what his favorite part about being married, like being married to Christine and like sharing a home with her was. And this man
Mhm.
said, "My favorite part is I now have a home to go to." Instant tears. Oh my gosh. Why
That's
would you
so
say that on my
sweet because
TV?
they really
Why
do
would
love
you
each other.
say that on my
I know.
TV? He said that and she started to tear up and she's like, "Wow, the tears are already starting. Oh my gosh." I was like, "Same girl, same." Because
And
why would this
see?
man say something like that? She makes the home a home. Oh,
Imagine
imagine.
if if the producers actually casted normal sane people, like, this would be
Exactly.
normal on the show.
Exactly.
That's such a shame.
I know. So,
Mm.
yeah, and then the other married couple was Amber and Jordan, and Amber, she was a little cuckoo crazy, like, she was in the middle of talking, and she literally stormed off the stage at her own words. So
So, you telling me she switched into another personality mid-sentence?
she was like she was mid, like, yelling and then got up and was like, "I can't take this." And I was like, "Bitch, you're the one that's doing the take like, you're the one that's giving the giving." And she said on that stage, "Okay, Chris, the man Chris, the little one with the rosacea, I couldn't stand him. I don't like him either." But
Okay.
the way Amber could she, like, flat out said, "I hate you." Like, she told him 5 times, and she wasn't even in a relationship with this man. She was just like, "It's men like you. I'm
That's why I
sorry,
said,
Chris.
"Wait,
I'm sorry, Chris, but I don't like you. I genuinely hate you." And I was like, "This bitch is nuts."
wait, what's her name? I need to put a face to the outburst."
Honestly, I need you to put a face to the outburst because she dresses like she is going to a 2008 prom. Her name is Amber. She her wedding hairdo. Okay, and look at her
Her
and you
name is Amber.
tell me how old tell me how old she is.
She is a hard 32.
That's because you looking
Don't
at her
tell me any
age.
younger. No, no, I didn't. I'm just looking at the picture.
You're giving her
Is she 32?
32?
A hard 32.
What on earth
Because,
would give
certain
her
people age differently.
32? I was giving her 42, maybe 50.
Well, I was being nice.
She's 32.
How old is this
She's
woman?
33, 32, 33, 34.
Wow. And so this is the woman I'm not surprised. For some reason, I'm not So this is the woman that was fighting with herself and had an outburst. Yeah,
Yo,
I could see it.
so she wears like okay, she'll wear I she wears, like, dresses that girls were wearing in their 2007 homecoming pictures, like, with, like, shoes that had glitter on them, like, everything about her was just early 2000s, 2010s was her look, and then on her wedding day, she, like, took a bump it, and she put that in her hair for the wedding
I
day.
see.
Yeah,
Do you think that she peaked in high school?
maybe. But
And, like,
why would
this
she
is
have peaked
why
in high school, but then now then she's reverting back to that?
Because that's why. Like, when you really think about it, high school is this whole ecosystem of the world, and so if you peak in high school, you have this weird, um
Perception.
you really just think the world, right, you have a weird perception of the world as if you are the bee's knees where you're nothing. I mean, that's rude, but in the grand scheme of things, you don't exist. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
so
Well, yeah, she's a strange
maybe she did
character.
peak in high school.
She is very strange. Other than that,
Now I need to watch
I
it. Oh, here it
gave up.
is.
I gave up. I was done. Um,
Damn.
moving along, do you
Sorry, I'm
wanna
just
talk
watching her
about
storm off.
Oh, yeah, watch it. It's very weird.
Oh my god, her face. Does she have a daughter named Emma?
Yeah.
Oh. And the way she got up I mean,
It's the way she walked,
I
like, she looked
understand.
she walked
She looked like she was gonna
like
fall.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
I understand, you're trying to keep it calm. She's talking about her daughter and how, the man came in. I understand that. But then to like do this weird shift, and it's not very loud when she yells. It's just like a v- very interesting. It
She's
fits,
an she's
is
an
what I will say.
interesting character. Yeah, other than that, I have no other Love Is Blind information for y'all at all.
Well, did you hear about the man who's having the baby?
Devontae
I believe Devonte is having a baby
with a white woman, of course.
with his dream girl. Oh yeah,
Yes. A
his
blonde-haired
fiance
a
with his dream girl.
blonde-haired, blue-eyed beauty.
No, I think she's brunette.
I thought she was
I
blonde.
don't
The
really
picture
care.
that I saw him with a blonde woman. Who knows?
His dream girl. And you know what? You know what's gonna happen, right? That baby's going to be black.
No, the baby's not. We could
So,
only wish. We could
no, no,
only
no, no,
wish.
no. Try try as you wish, Devonte. Your daddy's jeans is coming in hot, honey. That baby black.
We could only wish. We could only wish. Um,
So,
yeah. Did you watch Married to Medicine this week?
I did, and I'm disappointed.
Um, disappointed? Why?
Okay, a couple things. This is a gala, correct?
Mhm.
So, what we saw was something that you call a cocktail party. That's not a gala, okay? Usually at a gala, sure, you'll have past hors d'oeuvres at first, or you'll have a buffet where you can get your appetizers, and then you have a plated, seated dinner. And then you'll have like a keynote speaker, or you'll do like different auction activities. There's different things that happen at a gala. This was a cocktail party. Let's call it what it is. and to just be serving macaroni and cheese and chicken wings. The
It was
concept beautiful gowns. Beautiful
a
concept.
cocktail party with dresses that were all over the place.
Yeah, we can get into the fashions. And, you know, $10,000? This is not I feel so bad saying this.
I said the
In the
same
grand scheme of
thing.
things, $10,000
It's
is a lot,
nothing.
but when we're talking about dividing it by 2 for a scholarship, that's not a scholarship.
That's not a scholarship. That's
That's
a GoFundMe
a
account.
scholarship. And of c right, the women were grateful, of course, because that's $5,000 that they don't have to put out, but in medical school, what is that?
I literally said the same
Books?
thing. I was like, "Is $10,000, like, useful money?" Like, I could see if we did 10,000 per
No,
person, not really.
$5,000.
No, no, no,
Right.
no. I'm saying if they gave 10,000 per recipient, but
Mm.
that's still not enough. I was just
I
a little bit
think if
confused.
it's 10,000, yeah. Depending on where they are in med school.
Yeah.
I mean, look, $5,000, $10,000 to knock off a chunk of your loans, love it, but to make this big deal out of that, and then she said what'd she say? The scholarship came from the ticket sales.
Yeah.
So you mean to tell me you sold the tickets were 100 and the tickets being $150? That ain't nothing.
No.
$10,000 divided by 150. So, Toya, you sold 67 tickets
It did look like 67 people in the building. It did not look like a lot of people.
because it was a cocktail party. It was not a gala. The ticket should have been at least 250. And to buy a table, then the tickets need to go up to 350 a head. You buying a whole table, so what do you care?
Yeah. It was
You
weird.
know,
I
there should
don't
have been
know.
sponsors
Yes. Yeah. Everything was just a little backwards. I Yeah, it was definitely a cocktail party. And the Yeah, it was a lot. So, and this was the finale. Wow, bummer. Um,
Yeah, um,
yeah,
well, Steve and Mimi, you have no decorum.
none.
I mean, it's just really the gall and gumption to show up to a ticketed event with no ticket. Like, you sat there, you got your makeup and your hair done, you picked out a new Louis Vuitton outfit to show up to an event where you don't have a ticket and said, "I paid $5,000 last year." Okay, that was last year, ding dong. This is this year. You talking about you only buy Louis Vuitton, so give me the $300 and shut up.
So, his whole issue was that he felt like, well, if I'm going to spend the money on anything, I'm going to spend it on the art, and that'll be my charitable donation. So, I don't see why y'all are pressing me for the $150.
That's so trashy. Like, do you
Yes,
hear how
because you
gutterball that
could
is?
because this is a charity event,
What?
so you could still pay the table
Mhm,
fee or your entry fee, and then also get a piece of art.
mhm.
If you've really got it like that, like you're saying, "I
'Cause
got it like
that's
that,"
how they work.
you should do it like that. So, yeah, let this be their last season, honestly. Wrap
And
them up. And you know what? Unfortunately, I feel like
right.
they're gonna come back for another season because they're building this house and they're gonna wanna show this process on TV. So, who knows?
That's fine. I've been really comfortable with fast forwarding people because what really
Period.
ticked me off is that I don't really address women. Well, you okay.
Oof, gosh.
You don't address women, but look how you're acting. And then the
When are
whole
these men gonna stop? When are
we're
these
under
men gonna
Jackie's
stop?
table.
Mm,
Right.
I just can't.
And the reunion's coming up and he was like, "Okay, Eugene Bush."
I didn't like that. I'm sorry.
Is that supposed to be an insult?
I
I
didn't like
just
it.
think that any man that no, any man that tries to use their wife's maiden name as a dig to a husband, you're a loser.
Mhm.
Like, is that supposed to hurt my feelings?
Yep. Very
Next,
gross.
try again.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, you're 5.
Mm. Um, yeah. I have nothing else about Married to Medicine. Waiting for the reunion. Honestly, I'm gonna pivot really quick. I honestly didn't think that it was gonna come on
Mhm.
because the Oscars had come on that night, so I didn't think that it was gonna come on. So I went
Mm.
this whole week not knowing that it had come on that it had come on. So yeah,
Yep.
pivoting over to pop culture real fast. Do you like Zendaya?
Yes, I do. I used to
Okay.
not like her, but I
Why?
do like her. Why? What's up?
Why didn't you like her?
I only knew her from Disney Channel, and I'm like,
Same.
she was too young for me to like, but when I would see like, my sister would watch the show, I'm like, "Oh my god, they're annoying." But it was like a Disney Channel show, so, like, what do you expect? But I mean, I like her now. She's amazing.
Yeah. So I would always see her on the carpets, but I'd be like, beautiful
Mhm.
gowns, love you, down, beautiful black girl." But my first introduction to Zendaya was Euphoria, and I love
Really?
Zendaya. Yeah, I didn't watch the Disney stuff.
But wasn't she in other but you don't watch Marvel movies, so, like, you would have never seen the Spider-Man that she's in,
No,
where she plays Mary Jane. Okay.
mm-mm. I have seen it now, but no,
Yeah.
I didn't just go out and like seek it. But Zendaya, Zendaya and Tom Holland
Zendora.
are officially married, marriaged. They,
I love
they
that for
got
them.
married, and I love that for them because it wasn't
Really
a big
quiet.
spectacle, it was very quiet, very demure. We have no
Mhm.
clue about anything about this wedding, and I just love that for them.
As it should be, and, I just like, being as big as they are and, some celebrities, they'll have these helicopters just fly over. They just happen to know where it is.
Mhm.
None of that happened.
Nope.
So that's how I know that they really are just private people
Yep.
who just happen to be famous.
Yep.
And I think that's why I like her even more. But I also think her family keeps her very grounded. 'Cause, like,
Mhm.
you're not doing all that.
Mhm.
You can go walk the red carpet, and when you come home, you're a Zendaya from I
You're
forget what part of
Zendaya
California she's
Coleman.
in.
You're Zendaya Coleman.
Right. Exactly.
Um,
I forget she has a last
yeah.
name.
Huh? You forgot she has a last name. It was so funny to me
Always.
because, the new Spider-Man is coming out in June, July, one of these months, and Tom Holland was doing press, and this is what I saw on Twitter, and he's like, "Hey guys, it's Tom. Um, the new trailer for Spider-Man will be dropping soon." And it was so funny because the caption said,
Mhm.
Tom took Zendaya's last name because he didn't say Tom Holland. He just said, "It's Tom." I'm such a I'm such a child. I
Yeah.
thought that that was so funny.
You see, Steve? A man taking his wife's last name doesn't mean anything. Because 'cause you're certainly no Tom Holland. I mean, Tom.
You're no Tom. So when people say
Like,
Tom, we know that they're talking about
yeah,
Zendaya's husband,
Tom.
Tom.
That's crazy. Oh my god. Oh, well, actually, you know what movie you would like? Challengers.
I saw Challengers.
It has Zendaya.
I
Oh,
know. I saw it. Yeah.
did you like it? Okay. I was like, I feel like that's, like, up your alley. Um,
I actually was
okay, what were we
I
talking about
saw it in the
before?
movie theater, um, of course, and
I mean, I knew that.
I was looking for it again because I'm like, maybe I missed something. So I was gonna watch it again. Maybe I
Mm.
might watch it tonight.
Where did I watch it? It's on, where did I watch it?
I feel
Hulu?
like it's on Prime. Let me
No,
see.
Peacock. Yeah, because I don't have Prime on my computer.
Oh,
Hulu.
it's on Disney Plus and Hulu. Okay. Maybe I'll watch it again
Oh, yeah,
because
yeah.
yeah. Mhm. I yeah. So maybe I'll
I
give
was
it another
surprised.
try.
I was like, "Such a good movie." Yeah.
Okay, maybe I'll try it again
Hmm.
because I don't understand why you would say that. But it came out like 2 years ago.
Really?
So
Yeah.
maybe I just need to be refreshed on it.
I think so.
Okay.
Because I
And
was
then
like,
I'll
"Yeah, she
get
would
back
like
to you
this."
guys next week and I'll tell you if I liked it with my second watch of it.
Yes. Please.
Um,
Please.
and the last
Um,
thing I'm gonna say is the WNBA came to an agreement with the Players Association for their CBA. So we will have a WNBA season this year because it was looking a little rough out there. I was like, I don't think these women are going to play this year. I thought they were going to do a lockout. I thought that they were going to
really?
be like, if y'all don't agree to our terms, we're not playing. But they came to an agreement today and we will have a season.
Yay. Was this overpayment, like salary?
Hmm. Yep. Yep.
Of course.
Of
Of
course.
course.
Yep.
It's
So
like, why can't we just pay the women what they deserve?
so yeah, pay the
Ugh.
women what they deserve. I'm sick of it. Just give them some money. Um, but yeah,
Yeah.
so we'll have a season this year. Um, the proposal is 1 million base salary for max players. They the biggest issue with this whole CBA was that they don't have any revenue sharing. So there's revenue sharing. Players could max players could raise max blah, blah, blah. Find the words, Alex. Learn how to read. Revenue sharing could raise max players' earnings to over 1.2 million. Average salary for like entry level players is going to increase over 500,000, and then the minimum salary would go over 225,000. Team salary caps can jump from 1.5 to 5 million, and salary cap will be tied
Okay.
directly to annual revenue growth for all remaining CBA years. So they've come to an agreement. We will be watching women's basketball this year. I mean, we watch women's
So does
basketball
their
all year.
season
It's a summer. Their summer. They start in May. They start in May and they go until about
I mean,
September. And then a lot of them either go overseas, which those
mhm.
players who are overseas while frickin' US is dropping bombs overseas is so disheartening. Um, fucking idiots.
Golly.
But there's also a new league called Unrivaled, and that was created by Nafisa Collier and Breanna Stewart, and they play in Miami, and it's 3-on-3 basketball. So, a lot of basketball things for the
Hmm.
basketball girlies. And all of those games are actually
I low key
televised on
wish they had
HBO
the.
Max.
Oh, really? Good.
Mhm.
Well, no, because good and bad. Do you know what I mean? Like, it should just be on TV.
Well, I think that it's amazing because WNBA games are hard to find. So, for Unrivaled to have that
Okay.
partnership with Max, I think they have it, like, with
Mhm.
TNT or something. So for them to have that partnership with them is
Okay.
amazing because it's easy access to find those games. W games are kind of hard to find,
Yeah.
especially if you're not in if you're not in the region that the games are being played in, then you have to have the app and you have to
Right.
watch the games through the app. So, I think that that's amazing that Unrivaled was able to g get that deal with HBO
Get that
to have those.
partnership.
Yes, that is awesome.
I'm just I'm just so stuck in old times. Like I don't even though we don't have cable anymore, like I really have not come to terms that there is what's cable? Do you know what I mean?
Mhm,
So like it just so yeah, them being on a streaming platform is actually great.
mhm, yeah.
Hmm. Do they have their own stadiums or do they play in the big stadiums? They just change the decals.
For W or Unrivaled.
WNBA.
WNBA teams have they either share with their NBA partner team or they have their own stadium. So,
Mhm.
like, here in Vegas, the Aces are the only basketball team here, so they have their own arena that they play at. I know, like,
Okay.
eh, for, um, the Mystics, they play at um they don't play at Capital One Arena anymore. They used to when it was Verizon Center. They played there, but
Mm.
now they play at,
Mhm.
um, Monumental Sports Arena, because Monumental is who owns all of the nation teams, so, like, the Capitals and, like, all those teams, it's
Okay.
under Monumental Sports, so that's where they play.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Interesting.
You gotta take
I'm
baby
just
girl
so
to
tired
a
of
W game.
I know, cause that's the first basketball game I ever went to, was a WNBA game.
A Mystics game?
I don't know. I guess so.
Yes. Nigga, it would have been Mystics because that's
I
your
just know it was
hometown
women.
team. Yeah. Yeah.
Look, we just got free tickets from daycare, and I went.
Okay.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh, what a
so
time.
that's my little sports pop culture update. Cause y'all, we ain't got no shows to talk about, so we
Oh,
need to
wait,
find
I
something
do
to
have
talk
some pop
about.
culture.
Okay, give it to me.
Hood is about to go to jail. Hood is
Bitch.
about to go to jail. So all you hooded defenders, you can go
Mm,
ahead and
mm,
get yourself
mm,
locked
mm,
up right
mm,
next to her. How stupid?
mm,
How stupid are
mm,
you? Do you
mm,
know what I mean? And like,
mm.
I don't like to call strangers stupid, but like, you guys really are stupid.
Mm.
Y'all sat there and defended this deranged woman and said everything she did to Jeremiah. Like, talking about, I see myself in Huda. Okay. You
Why?
about to get a restraining order as well.
Yeah. Uh-huh, yeah.
Why would, why do you see yourself in Huda?
And why are you bragging about seeing yourself in her? She was a psycho on the show. We said it from the time that we watched the show that the bitch was crazy, and now she's out here being crazy in real life. And the thing is, we knew she was crazy in real
Right.
life after how she talked to Chris that one time when her and Chris were together.
Sexual coercion.
Yeah. So we knew she was
Like I
crazy.
said, yeah, she did that on camera.
Mhm.
Imagine so that's what I mean. She was being sexually coercive to this man on camera. So why are we surprised that she has a restraining order out on an ex? And do y'all know how hard it is to get a restraining order?
Mm.
Oh, okay. So, yeah.
But
And
meanwhile,
for a
over
man to
there
get a restraining order.
in Chocolate Barbie Land, Alandria was at
Mm.
the Vanity Fair Oscars after party looking like a
Oh,
dipped chocolate ice cream cone. Lickable. Just, ugh,
I mean,
it's truly not
mhm.
fair.
This is what I
I
wanna
am not
see.
a person who is a jealous person, but when you look like she does and you have
Mhm.
the whole I'm jealous.
And it's natural,
I'm
Drew?
jealous.
Okay.
I'm
And
jealous.
I feel like I've never seen anyone rise from reality TV to the level that she
Mhm.
has. Um, I'm like, "Who has done that?" I'll wait. I don't know. And no, you can't say Kardashian. Like,
No, that's different.
no.
That's
Do you know what I
completely
mean?
different.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Ola, I was on record from day one
Queen.
loving her, loving her.
Mhm.
And so I just
That's
feel,
very true.
I feel validated in my feelings for her because the world's on board.
Finally. And you know what, not even finally, like, I don't know what it was. Something just really switched. I feel like on the show in general, and everyone was like, "Wait, Olandria." And I was like, "Yeah, a
Yeah,
literal Barbie." Or
a
like Polly Pocket
Barbie.
Barbie.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and
Crazy.
she is truly a Polly Pocket because she's all of this thick.
Right.
So,
I can't believe how tiny she is, and I think I say that all the time is like, she is so tiny, and not like in a derogatory way, but like,
no.
she's just
Yes.
small
She's small. I would put her
in
in
a
my
healthy
purse
way.
so fast because she's just so cute.
Oh my gosh. She
Um,
is a Southern belle.
do you have anything else?
No, I think that's where we're gonna leave ya.
Bye.
Bye.
If you loved this week's mess, don't forget to like, rate, and subscribe where you get your podcast.
Born messy, staying messy. Bye.